How we doing? Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com, bringing you another Fix It Friday on the bench. This week I'm talking about the Slanger, Mark Bell's Slingshot. Problem I see with the Slanger, I see a lot of issues. I see issues with placement of the Slinger on yourself. I see biggest issue is with the Slanger, you have to kind of change your pressing style a little bit. So I'm going to talk to you about that today. A lot of times what I see with the Slinger, the problem we are addressing today is when people come down with the Slinger, it wants to throw them back up towards their neck a little too quick. People are already benching a little bit high on their chest, so that Slinger ends up throwing you right back in your neck and you get lost in no man's land. And hopefully you have good spots, because if it's your first time in the Slinger, a lot of times I see people kind of let that bar come straight down towards their face because of the fact that they're getting out of the groove. So just be careful if it's your first time in the Slanger. Make sure you have good spots around you that can grab that bar. I'm going to show you how we can correct that problem today. So I'm going to throw the Slanger on here. The thing with the Slanger here is if you wear it higher up, it's going to stretch a little bit less on your chest. If you wear it lower on the arms, down near the elbow, you're going to get a little more stretch out of that Slanger, kind of like jacking up a bench shirt. Alright, so I'm going to throw this on right over my elbows. If you've never used the Slanger before, what this is doing is stretching over my chest, right? It's giving me that elastic pop out of the bottom. Alright, so it's giving me a little bit of a advantage off the bottom position where I'm weakest, and allowing me to handle a little more weight in my hands, get that overload. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do this right now. With the Slanger, and to avoid getting thrown up into your neck, you have to touch a little bit lower, and you have to be patient in the Slinger, okay? You're coming down, it's going to be a different feeling. You have a lot of tightness, you're building a lot of tightness, you got to be patient with it, keep their alignment, keep the wrists over the elbow. You don't want to fall out of alignment like this, that's how things go bad. Alright, so stay patient with that weight. Let it ride down, let it ride down. You're going to want to touch it a little bit lower than you normally would. So if you touch up here, you're going to want to come down a little bit lower, because that's going to throw you back. You're going to hit the groove perfectly. Alright, a lot of technique goes into the Slingshot. So if you're a great raw bencher, doesn't mean you're necessarily going to add a lot by throwing on the Slinger. That's why when people ask me how much am I getting out of this, it really depends on a lot of things. Alright, it depends a lot on technique as well. So I'm going to set up, get my normal grip. I'm not changing anything except I'm going to touch a little lower. Alright, I'm not going to change what I normally do on bench. I'm still going to try to get my arc, take it out. Now, if you normally touch up here, you can see immediately how that's going to put me in a bad position. It's going to throw me back, and I'm going to dump this near my face. Alright, so if I take it out, focus on being patient, ride that thing down. I touch a little lower than I normally do. Alright, I probably wouldn't touch this low raw bench, but it puts me right in a great groove. My elbows are tucked in, I'm spreading that Slingshot, and when I fire back, boom, it's going to sling me right back in the right groove. Alright, touch low, throw back. Touch low, throw back. So oftentimes, I can see people fail a set with the Slinger, and it's more or less just a technical issue. It's just hitting that groove. Biggest thing with the Slinger, the cue I use most, touch low, throw back. Alright, it's more of an angled press. So give that a run. If you've never tried a Slingshot product before, go to howmuchbench.net, get yourself a Slinger. They come in 3 different varieties. I'll go over that in a future video. But that's your Fix It Friday today. Touch that Slingshot, press low, throw back. That'll keep you in the proper groove. Stay away from the neck. Make sure you have good spots when using the Slinger. Alright? If you have any questions, email me, coachben@bigbenchas.com. Learn about my online coaching program. People are getting stronger, so can you. I'll see you guys next Friday.